Oh,
We're
I'm
still
sorry.
out of
I can
session.
direct it. I can direct it to the folks here.
All right.
I was just reading this email, but often say that the First Amendment's under attack. I don't think many people believe it, but the school that sent me this text here, I just want to share this with you. Stewart's Creek High School. I had a reporter call me about 10 years ago. Reporter wanted to interview me. I just got through speaking about affordable housing at another event. They wasn't interested in that. They were interested in this prayer to school. I'm like, how's this make news? Did anybody complain? Oh, nobody complained. I said, well, how is this newsworthy? I see that as a First Amendment issue. They had to call D.C., someone in Washington, D.C., to get a quote for a story. Couldn't find nobody local to complain about it. My dad always used a term called cattywampus. Cattywampus. I don't know if y'all know that term, cattywampus. And that's when things were just getting crazy. Just did not work, did not line up. He was World War II. And we kind of become cattywampus in a way in our society. And that's Stewart's Creek. That's a great school, by the way, great school. But they couldn't find nobody to complain. And I know the reporter. I won't say his name. And I said, why do you do this? He says, this is what they sent me over here for. I said, man, I know you're a believer. I know you are. Later, I seen him in front of the governor's office. He said, hey, man, I left that news station. I went to another one. I'm moving to a district. I'm voting for you. And I remember we went over and prayed over, and his daughter was a star basketball player. Ironically, they moved to the area. One of the main reasons I hear teachers upset, want to leave, and I think everyone in this room that follows education would agree with this, is the behavior of students today. And y'all are in a rural area. I would think your students probably behave a little bit better than some of the inner city in my area. You know, I'm just saying, my district. No, you if you speak 5 times, I'm gonna speak once, brother. All right. So hold on.
Yeah, now
hold on.
there was a point of order, Madam Chair, before that this is
And the
way
question I want
beyond.
to ask the panel here.
Excuse
Point
me,
of order.
excuse me.
This is the first time I've spoke. First time, sir. First time. I want to ask the gentleman.
I need order, please. 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 Yes, sir. What's your question?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, to make a generalization that inner city kids' behavior is worse than that of rural kids is out of order, completely out of order. And I hope that the member that made that statement will think about what he just said and retract it, because that is completely out of order.
Okay,
Madam Chair.
Representative Sparks.
Well, first of all, it's my First Amendment right to speak and say what's on my heart and represent my district of 70,000 members. You speak Parkinson probably more than anybody on this committee. Am I right, sir? You know I'm right. No.
Members.
Okay, go ahead and speak again.
Members,
Go ahead and speak
Please.
again.
please. Let's follow the order and rules. Yes, it was.
Again, Madam Chair, I will take the high road in this. We do have the right to speak, but we do not have the right to make baseless, factless generalizations about groups of people. Yes, you have the First Amendment right. Yes, you do. But you do not have the right to make factless and baseless generalizations about people based on where they live. And because that what you said was not fact. And so I hope you will trigger the Christianity that you claim you have and think about what you just said and retract it, please. Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, committee.
Thank you. So members, what I need to remind us of too is we need to stay on the bill.
Okay.
We've wandered off. So Representative Sparks, do you have questions?
Yeah, I just have a question. Yeah. Facts. Memphis #1 for violent crime. Fact number 2, Metro #4 in the nation. Fact, our prison budget is 1.2 billion.
Representative,
Point of order.
where is
Fact,
this
we've
on the
increased
bill?
600 million. I'm just saying
Representative,
facts, and I'm fixing to ask the panel something. Let me just ask the panel something. Here's the question. Is student behavior a problem? Have you seen student behavior rise with problems the past 10 years as educators?
Definitely, in my 20 years, I've seen a change in our culture nationwide. And that's not just with students. That's with our country, with our world. And I've done mission trips in different parts of the world, and I've taught in the classroom, and I've worked here in the inner city in Nashville, and kids are kids, and they know who loves them, and they will respond to love. They will respond to respect. And if you've got someone with a heart, when you teach and you're an educator, you're called to that. I told my daughter, she said, "Dad, I'm thinking about being a school teacher." And I said, "Well, that's wonderful, but you need to know that you're called to that. You've got to have a love for children, wherever they're at, whatever city, whatever."
Yeah.
With that said, I want to say this, that one of my number one heroes, and this is the honest truth. You hope that a pastor would say the honest truth, right? But Martin Luther King Jr. is one of my all-time number one heroes, and he and I share a lot in common. He's a Baptist minister, and he and I enjoyed preaching to our congregations, and a lot of things that he did. He's a hero of mine, and I think about this. What we're doing, we're introducing children to moral and religious instruction. Any group can do that if they meet all the criteria, okay? But principals that have students that come back from these release time courses are showing a change in behavior, good to the good. They're showing an increase in academic achievement. They're becoming better citizens. It's not so much that they've been converted, it's just that they've been exposed to good moral instruction. Martin Luther King Jr. Used the Bible to create his worldview. That's how he viewed this world. And I'm thinking if it was good enough for him, it's good enough for anybody to read, whether they become a believer or not. It's a good source of material there. Abraham Lincoln led us through some of the darkest times in our country's history. The Bible was what he built his moral and his political and his whole worldview was based upon what he found in the Bible. And so I don't think it's a bad thing that they are being exposed to this. It's a good thing. Have I seen a change? Yeah. And that's something we have to address on many different levels, not just school. That's in the church, it's in our community, it's in our organizations, all those things. You've given the Baptist minister time to speak. I'll shut up and close real quick. But yes, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible that this can't be turned around. And this is an effort to do that in a way. Not only provide academic rigor and instruction and meet some of our standards, but also to mold that moral compass for a lot of people that don't have any moral compass, whatsoever. We have students that are coming to this class that have no church affiliation, no religious affiliation, and they're getting some moral instruction. So as a pastor and as a principal, former principal, I'm happy about this. I'm looking at it from both sides of the coin, and it's all win-win for everybody, community, state, country. Pass the plate now. If someone come to the piano.
Thank you. Thank you.